Just when you thought that all was well and the Congress had finally chosen its new Chief Minister for Karnataka, comes the twist to the tail, and a rather painful twist it has been for the grand old party. Just when it seemed that Mr. Sidda was set to be made Chief Minister, after a slew of meetings, DK Shivakumar threw an irate spanner in the works, making it clear that for him, it's CM or nothing, and no amount of shadow boxing and pressure tactics is going to convince him otherwise. Such was the level of confidence in the Congress that preparations for the swearing-in started in the state capital, only to be rolled back literally minutes later. But before we get any further, it's important to understand the chronology, as they say. In the afternoon at about 12 minutes past noon, some people reported from sources that Mr. Sidda has been chosen as the next Chief Minister and the announcement is going to be made. Even the timings were bandied about, that 6 p.m. tonight will be the announcement and 3:30 p.m. tomorrow will be the swearing-in. All that was left, we are told, is the meeting between Rahul Gandhi and DK Shivakumar, after which KC Venugopal would make the official announcement. Please note the granular detail that so-and-so will make the announcement, so-and-so will do the meeting. At 2 p.m., the police arrived at the Vidhan Saudha and decorations and carpets were put in place at the Kantirva Stadium. What followed was a firestorm. Hours after, the Congress tweeted a happy picture of DK Shivakumar and Sidda meeting with Rahul Gandhi, individually of course. At 6 p.m., DK Shivakumar emerged and blasted all the reports, with the result that by 7 p.m., the Congress had beaten a hasty retreat. First, watch that angry reaction of DK Shivakumar and how the Congress engaged in damage control.
ರಾಹುಲ್ ಗಾಂಧಿ ಮತ್ತು ಮಲ್ಲಿಕಾರ್ಜುನ್ ಖರ್ಗೆ
ನೀವು ಯಾವುದು ಸತ್ಯ ಬರೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಬೋಗಸ್ ಫ್ರಾಡ್ಗಳು ಹೇಳಿದೆಲ್ಲ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಮರ್ಯಾದೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಳೀತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ. ನಾನೇನು ಮಾತಾಡೋದು ಎಲ್ಲ ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಎಲ್ಲ ಗಾಸಿಪ್ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಎಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ಇಮೇಜ್ ನ ಹಾಳು ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ.
Please do not resort to any speculation. Whenever a decision is taken by the Honorable Congress President, we will be happy to inform you. I am only here to quash multiple rumors and hearsay and planted news that are being played on television channels. So stop showing fake cards, stop listening to rumors being planted by Bharatiya Janata Party.
कर्नाटका में कांग्रेस की प्रचंड जीत के नतीजे 13 मई को आए। लोकतांत्रिक ढंग से चुनाव हुआ, लोकतांत्रिक ढंग से विधायकों की सर्वसम्मति से एक मुख्यमंत्री चुन लिया जाएगा और वो मुख्यमंत्री जल्दी ही अनाउंस होगा। और मीडिया को क्या तकलीफ है, वो मोदी जी की जो नाकामी है उसको छुपाना चाह रहा है। मीडिया चर्चा नहीं करना चाहता कि फ्लॉप शो जो हिमाचल में था वही कर्नाटक में जारी है।
Soon after, DK Shivakumar decided to engage in some not so subtle power play of his own, releasing pictures of a meeting he held with MLAs of the Congress in the house of his brother DK Suresh. Hardly surprising, the MLAs were largely from the Vokkaliga community and from DK's area of influence in the old Mysuru region. Is this then DK's statement of strength to the party high command, that if I am not made Chief Minister, then? For all practical purposes, DK Shivakumar has pulled the rug from under the feet of all those who thought that the CM question has been settled and they are going to announce the name of Mr. Sidda. Has he now put the High Command on notice, not so tacitly, and caught between a rock and hard place? Will the Congress now have to look for a compromise candidate?
You're watching the News Hour at 10, debate number 2 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
Mr. Tom Vadakar, national spokesperson of the BJP, continues with us. J.V.C. Sreeram, political commentator. Sanjay Jha, author, will be joining us in just a bit. But my first question is to you, Tehseen Poonawalla, political analyst. It seems Mr. DK Shivakumar has made it very clear that the High Command will have to listen to me, which is the reason why he trotted out almost a dozen MLAs today. All of them Vokkaligas, most of them from where, he wields influence. So he's basically saying, look, ye mere MLA hain, aage jo bhi karna, soch ke karna. Tehseen Poonawalla.
No, in fact, this picture proves the Congress is united and Sidda ji and DK Shivakumar ji are united. So they are all together in Delhi and there is zero problem, unlike Himanta Biswa Sharma ji who is lobbying alone in Delhi to become
How
Chief
are they
Minister.
together? This is DK Shivakumar with his MLAs.
Yeah, nobody is his MLAs. They're elected on the hand symbol.
Where is Mr. Siddaramaiah in this picture?
When my friend Tom becomes an MP, he'll also be elected on the lotus symbol.
Where is Mr. Siddaramaiah in this picture? This is DK Shivakumar at his brother DK Suresh's residence.
Correct.
The same DK Suresh who said that, listen, Mr. Siddaramaiah has got his 5 years. Now DK Shivakumar has worked hard and Congress High Command has to listen to him.
Absolutely. That shows democracy. So you have MLAs who voted for DK. You have MLAs who voted for Siddaramaiah. Whoever has the highest votes, the High Command, which comprises of Sonia ji, Rahul ji, Priyanka ji, Kharge ji, will decide.
When?
Before Himanta Biswa Sharma, before Himanta.
But we were told it's going to happen today.
These are all fake news.
What
It will happen
news?
before the day Himanta Biswa Sharma, which took 8 days before that will happen.
What
the only
fake
discussion
news?
now. The
No,
only
hold on a second.
now.
What fake news? Let's be very clear.
All these guys.
At
tomorrow
12 in the afternoon, the preparations had started. All right, chalo, media gave fake news.
Media, no,
why
BJP.
did the BJP gave the fake news? BJP gave the fake news.
Because they are rattled. After Adityanath ji took 9 days, Himanta Biswa Sharma ji took 7 days. In Maharashtra, only 2 people were doing Man Ki Baat in Chai Pe Charcha, Shinde ji and Fadnavis ji. No cabinet for over a month.
So tell me,
rattled.
So tell me, if BJP gave the fake news, then why did the preparation start in Bengaluru?
No. Preparations will anyways happen. Preparations will anyways happen because swearing will happen before Himanta Biswa ji's days.
Tell me days, no. If the preparation is happening today. See, Bengaluru mein barish bahut hoti hai. So you obviously cannot roll out the carpet today. And what if it rains tomorrow? So you will obviously start preparing when you know the swearing is happening tomorrow.
Padmaja,
by the way,
you're too intelligent, so I cannot ever misguide you. Preparation what happen is a touch-up and all. That is over. Now the carpet flowers and all will happen one day before.
Carpets came today. Let us actually play out.
Side.
No, it wasn't.
I'm telling you.
We
hold it out.
No, they weren't.
They hold it out to see if it's all okay.
No,
that's kept on the side.
But they weren't. But first, let me ask you, Tom Vadakkan, why are you planting news about Mr. Siddaramaiah being Chief Minister and irritating DK Shivakumar? Why are you doing this? Because you're angry and upset? Because you're frustrated? Why are you planting this news?
The Bharatiya Janata Party has a lot of other work to do than plan stories, especially on an issue which is purely internalized of the Congress. This is standard operating procedure. If they can't select a chief ministerial candidate, then they say, well, this is the BJP planting stories. Why should we plant stories? The stories are planted by Congress workers themselves. Now, let me tell you something. The issue is one very clear message that's coming out is loyalists are not to be supported. The message is loud and clear. DK Shivakumar worked for the party round the clock, did all the necessary work. He's also a mentor for South India. Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Andhra, he has helped financially and otherwise. And here's a man who is a committed congressperson.
If he's
and is not somebody who's come in. I remember the
I'm a little scared for DK Shivakumar. The amount of praise being showered on DK Shivakumar, I'm a little scared for him. He's going to be branded your B team very soon, Mr. Vadakkan.
Promising he's spending money and all. He will come to Tom and say, give us proof.
It comes from the heart. Here's a man who is loyal. And here is somebody, they're dumping him. And for what?
Okay, loyalty not being rewarded, but let's actually play out for you fine. So the BJP is planting the rumors. Why are Siddaramaiah supporters celebrating? J.V.C. Sreeram, in the afternoon, they had done everything. Some Nandini milk was being offered to his poster. Some Abhishekam was being done. People were setting off crackers. They were dancing on the street. Siddaramaiah for CM posters had gone up. And contrary to what Mr. Poonawala is saying, the carpet was not in a corner. Actually, see how the carpet had well and truly been rolled out. Watch this report. Hold on. Let's see. Let's see what was happening to the carpet there. Watch this report.
We're seeing that even the action over here on ground is completely stopped. I'd like to take you around and show you these These are the ribbons that were earlier put up on the pavilion of the stadium over here in the tricolour, in the colours of the Congress party, to actually celebrate the occasion of the oath-taking ceremony. But having said that, of course, now we're also actually seeing that even the red carpets that were actually, rolled out, you can actually see the manner in which all of the labour over here is now just relaxed completely. All the work has, come to a complete halt here. Those are the red carpets that were actually put out over here for the ceremony tomorrow, but they've also now been rolled back is what we are picking up.
Hold on, let's watch that.
Iconic to
Watch the one of when the preparations were happening.
This is a location that's been iconic to the city for several years now. We've seen, senior leaders, of course, from various parties taking oath over here. And this is, of course, specifically chosen here to be able to accommodate thousands, possibly, who might be allowed to witness the oath-taking ceremony. You can actually even see how the ribbons, in the form, of course, in the colours of the Congress party over here, the tricolour, have started coming up at the stadium. We're seeing that even the action over here on ground is completely stopped. I'd like to take you around and show you. These are the ribbons that were earlier put up on the pavilion of the stadium over here in the tricolour, in the colours of the Congress party, to actually celebrate the occasion of the oath-taking ceremony. But having said that, of course, now we're also actually seeing that even the red carpets that were actually, rolled out, you can actually see the manner in which all of the labour over here is now just relaxed completely. All the work has, come to a complete halt here. Those are the red carpets that were actually put out over here for the ceremony tomorrow, but they've also now been rolled back is what we are picking up.
So the buntings had gone up, J.V.C. Sreeram, the carpets had gone out, and all of this because an evil BJP was planting stories.
Once again, it was absolutely put out just to make sure everything is okay. Now it's put on the side and within half an hour they late. So
make sure everything was okay because you were like, पता नहीं कल को हम लोग bunting लाने की कोशिश करें वो लग ना पाए तो we are like doing a trial run for the bunting.
Everything is this super planning. Now the touch-up will happen tomorrow, and then day after, within 2-3 days, we'll have the oath thing.
So this was a trial run for putting up buntings apparently.
Because and the carpet.
And the carpet. J.V.C. Sreeram. Yes.
Because BJP does everything to spoil it. They'll go there and do some riots. They'll go there and do some.
Yes. Go on. J.V.C. Sreeram.
Padmaja, I would like to. Padmaja, I would like to put my point of view without being interrupted. Just give me a minute. Number one, it was a great dry run. Fantastic optics. Correct. What an optics to see. DK Shivakumar goes and meets Rahul, and then this whole thing says, okay, we are only a pilot project. It's not, we'll come back. Wait. Now let me come to the matter of the story. And particularly I want to put it across because my good friend Poonawalla is sitting there, Tishin Poonawalla. He was the one who has been a great portrayer of the unity in Congress. There is absolutely no division. Yes, there was unity. The two men drummed together. The two men ate together. The two men jogged together. The two men did podcasts together. The two men act together. That was before May 13th. Mr. Poonawalla, Mr. Siddaramaiah and Mr. DK Shivakumar cannot even see eye to eye. Every meeting which happened in Delhi from yesterday morning till now, neither of them can go together and meet. Now, what kind of a negotiation can happen? Because DK Shivakumar does not know what transpires between Kharge and Siddaramaiah. Siddaramaiah does not know what transpires between Rahul Gandhi and DK Shivakumar. And this is the kind, and you are expected to give a great governance. Do we have to believe it? It was a unity which never existed. It was a unity which was falsely created. And it was a unity which was showcased to ensure that the votes come. And once the votes were landed on your pocket, and once the mandate was got, immediately both Mr. DK Shivakumar and Siddaramaiah have shown their true colors.
True colors.
Do you know what is the news that we are getting? If Mr. DK Shivakumar or anybody else becomes a CM, Siddaramaiah will happily retire from politics. Your Ahinda politics has come to an end. If Mr. Siddaramaiah becomes the chief minister, and we can see DK Shivakumar taking a back seat in terms of funding and all those stuff, and that's a bigger headache. Now what to do? Do I let go of Siddaramaiah, who has always been a blackmailer? He blackmailed Congress party in 2013, and he's blackmailing today also.
Congress is in a hard place.
Please, I did not interrupt you, please.
No, you didn't. Now, just one request to the ED director. Since Tom and Mr. Sreeram know where the funding comes from and they found nothing on DK, nothing, not a paisa, please ask them only. Request. Hey, everyone funding. What is this?
No.
National team will talk like this, or what?
No. July 14th hearing is there, my dear friend.
Nothing, he'll get bail.
My dear friend, July 14th hearing is there.
Where is the 9 crores found from his house?
Okay,
Nothing.
no problem.
Where is that
Let us see.
found? Nothing.
Okay, we will come to those swimming pool and the crores later, but Sanjay Jha, true colors are out and Congress is in between a rock and a hard place now. Where DK Shivakumar, by the way, really interesting what he said in the evening. He said that statements of frauds are being taken to defame me. Now, essentially, he's saying that people who are trying to plant stories of Mr. Siddaramaiah being named next Chief Minister are frauds. Sanjay Jha.
Firstly, good evening, Padmaja. I want to tell you that my friend Tehseen has hit the nail on the head. The truth is that the BJP has to come to accept the realities of changing times. You know, the astonishing arrogance of the BJP and its cheerleaders is actually, in my opinion, remarkable news for the opposition. Because this will basically further increase their potential of a doomsday. 3 days ago, they have been routed. They have been told by the people of Karnataka, take a backseat, you're corrupt, you're incompetent, you're inefficient, you don't deserve to be in government. Now, let's look at the reality of what's going on. First and foremost, Padmaja, why are we reading too much into this DK versus Siddaramaiah? All political parties have leaders, all of them have ambitions, and all of them have a very legitimate right to believe that they need to occupy the corner office. And by the way, let me tell you, in the case of both Siddaramaiah as well as DK, I think all the analysts and people who know politics, that they have both heavyweight champions of the Congress party for a long time.
The difference is everyone has ambitions, but this is a bare knuckle fight which is playing out on the streets now and on cameras.
No, I'll tell you something.
Well, essentially, to put it very crudely, one side said, oh, we are going to become chief minister, you start dancing, you start playing firecrackers. The other side comes and says, excuse me, what the hell do you think you're doing? Nobody is going to concede this chair to you. I am going to be the next chief minister. And the Congress High Command has to make up its mind or buy. Thank you very much.
Okay, Padmaja, let me try and answer that for you very quickly. The issue really is not just about the chief minister. I think they have a more challenging, task ahead in terms of the allocation of the portfolios in the cabinet. Once again, the person who doesn't become the chief minister, will also need to have a say in terms of the allocation of cabinet positions.
Sir, that is a bridge, a rocky bridge, which will come much later. Right now, the chief minister's fight is threatening to split the party. JVC wants to come in. JVC, yes.
It is part of the larger negotiation.
Exactly. See, it is much later. In fact, Mr. DK Shivakumar has clearly said that he is not interested in deputy chief minister position. He has said that I will be sitting as an MLA. Now, what is Mr. Sanjay Jha saying? His ex-party is not decided on who is going to be the chief minister, and you can go on comparing with Himanta Biswa Sharma, Yogi. Did that play out the way in which it is playing out? Both Himanta Biswa Sharma and Sonwal had a 4-hour meeting at Amit Shah's residence, and all the three of them were there. And here is a case where Siddaramaiah and DK Shivakumar have not seen eye to eye. Answer to that, Mr. Sanjay Jha.
Let me answer that.
I'm quoting Sanjay Bhai. I'm quoting Times of India. BJP MLAs 100 in number in assembly against protests against their own chief minister. Show me another state that's happened. Please, this management by BJP which is overhyped. Sanjay is right. Please accept the reality. You've been kicked out of Karnataka. 2024 you'll be kicked out politically of this country. The sooner you accept the reality, the better it is.
Agreed.
But what does this have to do with the BJP? These are stories
planting stories and then trial and they say, oh look, protest.
Then why are Siddaramaiah supporters dancing on the streets? Did the BJP tell them to come and start dancing?
They're saying, oh, we are only Siddaramaiah supporters, we are only Parmeshwar supporters, we are only KJ supporters.
Yes, because they're holding up Siddaramaiah posters. I mean, they are Siddaramaiah supporters if they're holding up Siddaramaiah posters.
Shivkumar supporters, KJ supporters, Parmeshwar supporters. Everyone is dancing because Congress has won. The country is dancing because finally they
No, sir. Mr. Poonawala, Siddaramaiah supporters, are you suggesting BJP is giving them packets of Nandini milk and saying, go and do milk abhishekam to Mr. Siddaramaiah?
No, ma'am. They are dancing for celebration of a Congress victory. You are interpreting it that they are dancing
5 days later, they are dancing for victory.
तो खुश नहीं हो? बीजेपी till now is celebrating.
कल तो कोई डांस नहीं कर रहा था.
आज भी डांस कर रहे, कल भी कर रहे, कल भी होगा.
कल भी होगा.
There must be celebration. Karnataka is now celebrating.
Okay, everyone is celebrating, but why is Mr. Shivakumar sitting with his MLAs then?
Because he had a meeting. He's the leader. He's the party president.
So all of the last 5 days, Mr. Shivakumar has released no picture, none. And today suddenly he gets all of his Vokkaliga MLAs in DK Suresh's house, and he just happens to release those pictures.
Where is Randeep Surjewala in Delhi? In charge?
Yes.
He didn't know that those MLAs have come. Everywhere, it's transparent. Yesterday, I'll tell you, day before, there are more MLAs, ex-ministers. They were where Sidda is, and today they've gone met. They met DK. Everyone is meeting everyone. This bonhomie, what Sanjay is calling this togetherness, BJP can't understand. They don't understand it.
Mr.
It's out of league.
You know, I actually want to play those pictures of both of the gentlemen today. You are looking at it as bonhomie.
Yeah.
I haven't seen an angrier looking person. Maybe this is like, you know, like they say tough love. This is angry happiness, which only you can explain, Tehseen Poonawala, because I definitely didn't see any bonhomie on Mr. Shivakumar's face when he was telling off people saying you are writing rubbish about me. Tom Badakan, this is bonhomie.
Well, Tehseen Poonawala is an Alice in Wonderland. What is coming out in public domain, you blame the Bharatiya Janata Party planting. We have better things to do in life. We have all sorts of issues involved. We are doing all what we are supposed to do. But believe me, this kind of friction that is happening between two leaders is going to cost you. It's going to come at a cost, Poonawala. Lighter vein, you may say, look at the love and affection and what have you, and they all will come down to leadership's demands. Forget it. These are things that you need to be careful of. These are things, you have that story in Punjab. You know what happened. You know the story that's brewing in Rajasthan. BJP has nothing to do with it. Then you have something happening in Chhattisgarh. Non-acceptance of the other person's term. Now, these are the realities that are staring at you.
So, you know, a lot of body language experts,
carefully.
A lot of body language experts, actually, if you take a look at these pictures, J.V.C, Mr. Shivakumar actually looks far happier. He was smiling much more than Siddaramaiah through the day. What do you think is going to happen? The latest that we have heard is till late night, the meetings have continued. Mr. Siddaramaiah has just left Mr. Surjewala's house, and so far, nothing has come out. What can we expect? Tomorrow we will get an announcement, J.V.C?
No, I don't think tomorrow we'll get an announcement. I think the day after tomorrow only we'll get an announcement, because they will have to look at what is going to happen post Siddaramaiah. In fact, I can see the poker face or the stern face of Mr. Siddaramaiah. What it tells is he came with a lot of confidence that he has already got his chair, but now he knows pretty well that it is a slip between the cup and the lip. Maybe DK Shivakumar may not get it, but it may go to somebody else, and that's a big question mark. And that means Siddaramaiah's political career might just come to an end, because he does not want anything to do other than the chief ministership position. And that is the clear message that Siddaramaiah has given it to everybody in the Congress party. And that is the body language I can read from Siddaramaiah's photograph which I'm seeing.
Sanjay Jha.
Well, you know, one thing, Padmaja, the 40% Sarkara has been defeated. The Congress has the responsibility of running and giving the Karnataka people the respect they deserve. The Congress wants to give them not just good leadership, but a good cabinet, and ensure that for the next 5 years, Karnataka's people get what they deserve, not just Bengaluru, not just the startups and the unicorns.
That will come later, sir. But pehle you need to give the chief minister's office a CM. Promises will come later.
Congress, just a minute. Give the Congress 5 days to create a blueprint of people, talent, and a government and a cabinet that will run the state successfully for 5 years. They have to first undo the damage which has been done by the BJP to the institutions already. The BJP has polarized the society. The BJP has done everything to destroy the democratic polity of Karnataka.
Fair enough, sir. You must do all of that and more. But for that, you first need to have a government. You first need to have a chief minister. When you're talking of damage, I hope before you end up repairing the damage of the BJP, it doesn't cause some damage to your own party. I will leave it at that. Tomorrow again is going to be an interesting day. Let's see what happens. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for joining me. But before we go, the last that we have heard from Mr. DK Shivakumar today, just getting out of a whole series of meetings today evening. Thanks for watching.
There is nothing to tell.
Any comment on the developments, today's meeting that you had?
We have left it to the High Command. High Command will take a call.
So are you going for any meeting now?
Going to rest.